it pretty much straight up and down. Because you don't want so much gym noise that you guys can't be heard.
Yeah.
But I think it'll help to have the gym noise, the overall effect of it. So are you a Mac guy normally?
Yeah. Because that's what we've got. So I'm either
Well,
one.
in the audio world, the Mac is supposedly, in the digital recording like I do, it's where it all started, so it's the better. But I'm not a Mac guy, and I've toyed with switching, but I don't know that.
He toyed with switching until he saw the price tag.
Yeah.
I sent the link to myself. I'll just copy it and I'll text it to
Okay. Are we not live yet?
you. We're live.
Oh. I tried to search for it.
It's not posted.
Oh, it's not posted yet?
It's public, but
Text it to McKenna and Nathan. And I want some feedback on the sound.
Okay.
Okay, we'll take it from here, maybe. Jump over here so we get the right volume. Let me know if we got any issues.
Okay.
Come to text Dad. Sound info. Critique the sound. Are you connected to the school internet? Or do you get your coverage here?
I get good coverage.
Forward that to me too. That way, while during the game, I can go check it out in the lobby or something.
The only thing I'm concerned about
Yeah.
is picking up voices on that
Is this right here?
and cussing and stuff like that. That's the only thing I'm concerned about.
Well, that's why I tried to put it away from you guys, and it's so high. And that's the closest somebody's gonna sit.
There.
Yeah. So, you know, when they sit down, just say, hey, keep
It's-
in mind
it's hot.
It's hot. If you want, we can write a little note on it. I mean, we could do it. How about this? Do we have that's as low as it goes right there.
Hello? Okay. Okay. All right, bye.
Thinking if that stand was lower, we could stick out here and over top of there. But are you going out?
Yeah, it's live. It's hot.
But I need to hear it somewhere. These connected up?
You'll probably have. Hey, I gotta go.
Okay.
First.
Okay. Okay, here we are. Test 1, 2. Check. Test 1, 2. Testing. Check. Test. Check. Hey. Check. Test. Check. Test. Check. Check. 1. Check. 1, 2. Check. 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 Coming through. I can't hear that one through here. Check. This one's loud. Hold on.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Check, check. I just think this one's coming through here.
Is that Nathan?
Hi, Nathan. How you doing? We're not live on broadcast, but we're live public. Testing sound. Check. How strong are we?
We're looking good.
Oh, that's from Nathan.
Oh, he hasn't texted back.
So you got it live on your phone?
Yeah.
Check, test, check.
I'm hearing. Yep, you're.
So I think you need to be. I really need to hear what's coming out of this.
Here, you.
Talk for me.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. It's about a 7-second delay.
Where's the sound at? I meant to bring my Bluetooth. What? They have a concession stand?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's open.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I'm gonna go this way. You talk in both mics.
Remember, it's a 7-second delay.
Yeah. I won't be away from you.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is mic 1, Josh. Josh is mic 1. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Josh's mic. Test 1, 2. I'm not. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Toby's mic.
I'm just now here when I walk away. Turn this thing way down.
That is.
Let's do it. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
down
that-
all the way.
Toby's mic. Okay.
Were you getting my mic at all?
Yeah.
Oh, you were? Okay.
It took 7 seconds is way more than you think.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start right there. out there. You need to talk quite a bit because I don't know how long it's going to take.
Okay.
Just tell me when you switch mics.
Okay. We got 26:27 on the clock here tonight in pregame. We are doing a mic check. We got a setup here tonight. Hopefully it'll sound a little bit better for y'all. We are not broadcasting the JV game, but you will hear gym noise. It'll sound a little real. Thanks to Simplified Flooring and my awesome boss. And this is Josh Crossgroves mic. This is mic 1. Josh Crossgroves on mic 1. We have Toby Bidlack's mic. This is mic 2. Toby Bidlack on mic 2. Toby will be my color analyst, and he's going to be keeping some stats for me tonight. And we're going to get ready to bring you Pirate basketball. Oh, what the heck. We're on the Continental Pirate Network. We're doing a sound check. See what the boss thinks of this. He's got my phone in the lobby up to his ear. Hopefully this is going to sound good. And then we can be on our way with Pirate basketball. 25:15 on the clock tonight. Going to get ready to watch the JV Continental Pirates take on the Hicksville Aces.
Toby's mic is great. Yours is definitely weak.
I know, I can't get anything on mine. I am not hearing I'm hearing myself, but I'm not hearing myself in the headphones. Like when I'm talking to Toby's mic.
Let's try. I killed that.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, it's more like that. See this light? This is Toby's.
Yeah.
See if yours gets that high.
No, it will not get that high.
So that mic is giving us.
Testing. 1, 2. I'm not getting anything through my
I'll try
headphones.
that.
Testing. 1, 2. Testing.
I know.
Test. Test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Test.
Now you're on this. Turn down. Now try it.
Test. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So you need to be on this mic. So whether you put this over there, I'm gonna give him a different mic. He's got to be close there. We're too close to hammer time.
Yep. So Test 1, 2. Now I am hot. That sounds so much better.
Figure out what's all that. Now yours is gonna pick up every cough, very sensitive.
Right.
His will not be that way.
But I can stand up here. I can see the
this table, and it's touching that stand. It's gonna be. Oh. Okay, have you got me? Check test. Check.
Yes.
Got me good and strong?
Yes, it's so much better.
Okay, so this is what but he's not gonna be able to be out here.
He's gonna have to be
See
close.
how different it is?
Yeah.
So he can set this where he wants, but he needs to be like right here. Okay, so this is what's going on right here.
I can't hear you.
Da 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 da. Thought you said it was good. Check 1, 2. Check.
Yeah,
check.
That's better.
So there's the volume for him.
Yep.
You're this one now. So this is 2. You're this one.
Test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa! Yeah. Oh wow, that's hot.
Okay, we don't want it to be like that.
No, we don't want it that hot.
And here's he. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he sounds good. Is it? Are you still? Is it still live on there?
So
1, 2, 2, 6. Hit my text message.
text it to me. Josh, text it to me.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Pirate fans out there, are you getting good sound, both when I'm talking and the court noise? Kenzie. Hi, Kenzie. Kenzie, how are we sounding out there? We sounding good? Waiting on a comment back from Kenzie Grody. Nathan Adams says sounds good. How's that sound now? That sound a little bit better? We got 17 minutes on the clock. Mackenzie Shock says, yes, it sounds good. How does that one sound? This is Toby's mic. How is Toby's mic sounding? Toby, how does Toby's mic sound? Somebody out there in Pirate Land, tell me how Toby's mic is going to sound. Thank you, Kenzie. We will be bringing you live coverage of the Continental Pirate basketball team here tonight, taking on the Hicksville Aces. We will see you for the pregame shortly after 7:10. How about now? Can you hear Toby's mic now? Everybody's saying they couldn't hear Toby's mic. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they will.
I'd like to have headphones for my phone. Now if they say you can't hear Toby, just up it a little bit.
I got these.
Won't plug in.
So, Toby's. Okay, Jordan said he heard Toby's mic great. Okay, I'm going to go take a shower.
Okay. I'll be up here right here.
Okay. Kristen normally sits.
It gets started, and I'll get feedback. I'll adjust it. still pretty hot.
What is?
Okay, so see this here?
Yeah.
I hit that solo, it mutes everything but that one,
Which one?
the one behind us.
Okay.
So I wanted to have that playing while they do the national anthem and whatnot.
Okay.
If I click unsolo, if I hit that S, now they're on.
Okay.
If I want to mute just one, now that's muted. See? So now solo means only play that one. Mute means mute the particular one.
So, which one's this one?
Toby?
Me. And then.
No, I was playing with it wrong. Oh, no? No, let's see. Yeah, you're that one. That is the problem.
So now this one's hot.
Yes, that's the only one hot. Let's see if this affects it. Yep. That might be too loud even. So now we're gonna go ahead and you ready? You're gonna call this one? Or
No.
not?
No.
Okay. So this is muted and this is muted. This is hot. So that's that. So I guess they do need sound for theirs. Good crowd noise.
Yeah. Maybe turn it up just a little bit.
They can do that on their TV.
Okay. All right. Let's go watch the game.
Okay. click a S, it'll turn that one on, and only that one. So there's two S's. If you hit another S, it'll leave both the S's on.
But if I hit this, they're all on.
Now you gotta hit the S again to turn it off. So click on the S.
Now
Now they're all hot.
they're all hot.
If you hit the M on one of them, it'll just mute that one.
Okay, so that's Toby's,
Right. That's behind you.
and that's mine.
Yeah. So go ahead now. If the band's playing and you're talking, it's too much in your headphones. You gotta go off what's in your headphones.
Right.
Then you can mute that one
Okay.
or back it off a little here. It sounds pretty good out there.
Does it?
Yeah.
So if I do this,
Now it's only that one. But now it's gonna go back like it was because
Okay.
you already had these two muted.
yeah.
So the best way to do that is leave everything hot, and then when you solo that one, it mutes everybody else automatically. So, and listen to your headphones, and then these signals. See, we're pretty hot now.
Yeah.
I don't know why that one's going through. That was way too hot. Check, test, check. No, you're fine.
Hey,
What are you down here for?
I don't know.
So you're gonna have to be pretty close, like right here.
Alright, be pretty close to
His
it.
mic is different.
Okay, alright, no problem.
You guys really just use your headphones to figure out who's loud and quiet.
Okay.
Try to stay the same level. Because they can turn the TV down, right?
Yeah.
Or up, but you don't want to be like 12 times louder than he is.
Right.
I'm not getting anything out of my headphones.
Check, test, check.
That one's muted.
Unmute it.
Okay.
Check, test, check. That's why.
Yeah.
The
Now,
only thing you're actually getting is that, but you can't tell because of the
yeah.
listening sound. 'Cause that's what they're getting from that mic.
Okay.
Okay. I'll listen a couple times and maybe sneak up here if it's bad.
Okay.
And before we start tearing it apart, take some pictures.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, these, this is mine.
Yep.
See how these fit over my ears. I brought mine, but.
If you like yours better, then
Are we muted right now?
yep. The only thing's picking up is the stand behind us.
Do you want me to try to do the book?
Yeah. And there's a spot in that book that you can keep turnovers.
Alright. We'll lose this. Yeah, we start getting food to spots, so we're gonna need a second table up here. Put over that. Why don't you put it over that? Because we can see that right there.
Well, that's what's out live.
Oh.
This is what the camera's seeing.
Yeah.
This is what is live. This is what everybody else is seeing.
Oh, okay.
So it's about 10-12 seconds delayed.
Shriner tuned in yet?
As we have seen, the opportunity to play sports can be taken away by the spread of COVID-19. We ask that everyone in attendance wear a facial covering, use proper hygiene, and keep yourself and your family 6 feet apart from other families. Our ability to follow these guidelines will go a long way in determining how much of a season our student athletes will have. Thank you for your cooperation. We live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who have served this great country and defend these freedoms, we ask you to please rise and remove your hats as senior Ellie Schwarzman sings the national anthem.
Welcome, Pirate basketball fans, to Don Huber Memorial Gymnasium in the Cove. You're looking live here tonight as the Continental Pirates, coming off of a 1-1 weekend, are taking on our visitors tonight from Hicksville, Ohio, the Aces, as this is their first game of the year. And led by the Aces in a veteran head coach by the name of Tony Teal. And starting tonight for them is number 2, Josh Myers. He is a junior. He will stand 5'11" tonight. Number 3, Brody Balser. He is a sophomore. He is going to stand 5'8". Number 5, Jackson Bergman. He's a junior. He is the big man in the middle. He is going to stand 6'6" tonight. Number 12, Mason Slattery. He's a senior. He is 6'3". And number 22, Landon Turnbull. He is a senior. He is going to stand 6'2". He is also the 1,000-point scorer as of last year. In the last game of the regular season against Miller City, he put 11 points in the first quarter to hit 1,000 points. So he is going to be a main go-to for the Hicksville Aces. Tonight, we are going to welcome back senior Reed Warnament, but for the starting lineups for the Continental Pirates, junior Gavin Huff, wearing number 10. Number 22, a sophomore, Ren Army. A 5'7" junior, Andrew Heffel. He is going to wear number 30 tonight. And rounding out the lineups are 2 seniors. Number 40, Bryce Recker, 6'4" senior. And number 20, Mitchell Coleman. He stands 6'1". He is our go-to gentleman here tonight. Tonight, this is Scott Keck's third game of his first year, calling the fractions tonight. We have Greg Spees from Findlay. We have Ben Malk from Elida. And on the far end, we have Keaton Drunkenmiller from Delphus. Veteran officiating crew. It'll be a good game by all parties. Toby, we're getting ready to get this one going.
Yeah, last Saturday we saw Gavin and Mitchell have a good night. But what we're going to need to see tonight is not only those two have a big night, but see if we can't get that third score.
And the tap is won by the Hicksville Aces. Coming across the timeline is Josh Meyer. He's guarded by Army. over to Slattery. Slattery to Bergman. 3-point shot. It's tipped out of bounds by Landon Turnbull. Pirates going to inbound Mitchell Coleman to Heffel. Coleman's going to bring it up here tonight. Coleman to Huff. Huff on the wing. Recker out front, back to Coleman. Gavin Huff makes it cut across the lane, back to Recker. Recker to Huff. Couple dribbles, surveys the floor. Mitchell Coleman for two. Toby, he's money from about 15 feet out.
Oh, it looks fantastic there. The way their defense was set up, there was some space in the lane. Hopefully we can exploit that.
Yeah, I think Mitchell saw that right away. Hicksville Aces with the ball. Bergman over to Turnbull. Heppel picks his pocket. 2-on-1. Mitchell Coleman comes up with it. Over to Huff. Huff to Heffel. Coleman resets the offense. Over to Army. Army to Huff. Back door.
Yeah.
Mitchell Coleman for two.
Got that space in the key there again, right at the top of the free throw line.
Yeah, and the senior Mitchell Coleman's looking to exploit that all night long. You can tell that this is Hicksville's first game. They're a little bit rusty coming out. Bergman inside, Slattery. Slattery over to Balser. Over to Myers. Myers guarded by Army. Errant pass. Slattery comes up with it over to Turnbull. Turnbull looks to drive. Over to Bergman. Finger roll off the front of the iron. Rebound to Gavin Huff. Toby, that's something to look at that we're going to have to keep the 6'6" Bergman kid out of the lane.
Yeah, we've got to limit him to one shot, and we've got to get a body on him.
Coleman for three. Off the front of the iron. Bergman rebound. Myers has the ball. Guarded by Army. Over to Balser. Balser to Turnbull. Turnbull. Oh, second turnover on Hicksville. Both of them picked up by Heffel. Mitchell Coleman crossing the timeline. Over to Army. Army left-hand dribble. To Recker on the key. Three-pointer from the wing. Off the back iron by Heffel.
It was a good look. Good look.
Yes, we're going to take that look all night long. We got Turnbull. Crossover. Bergman, three. From the bottom of the net. Toby, we saw last Friday night when we had Paulding here, their 6'4" kid lit us up for some threes, so the Bergman kid is also going to light us up for some threes if we don't get out on him.
Yeah, we're going to have to certainly defend on the perimeter, get in their face.
So Army on the Cove, left-hand dribble, over to Coleman. Coleman eyes it, flies it from three, in and out. Rebound Turnbull. Turnbull's looking to run. Guarded by Heffel. Gets to the rim. Leaves it short. Rebound. Rebound again. Second chance points are going to kill the Pirates if they don't start boxing out, Toby. Yes. That's Bergman's 5th point of the night. It's 5-4 on 4:30 to go on the Continental Pirates scoreboard. Coleman to Army to Recker. Recker is looking to drive. To Heffel. Heffel left-hand dribble. To Coleman. They're giving him a right-hand dribble. Coleman setting up the offense. Recker to the high post. Back to Coleman. Coleman's got Slattery on him. Drives. Huff. Sets his feet. Flies it.
Got it.
Bottom of the net. 7-5 on the Pirates scoreboard.
Well,
That's
Gavin and Mitchell coming out hot.
Yeah, it's always nice to see Gavin get a hot start when seems like that when his first point or first shot goes in, it's always good. Double teamed on the baseline. Foul. Turnbull's going to go to the line for two. That's Andrew Heffel's first foul. It's a blocking foul. Turnbull, like I said, going to the line for 2 points here. Like I said in the opening, Toby, this is their all everything. He started as a freshman. His first points of the night. And I had the pleasure of calling the Miller City game last year as an official, and it was pretty interesting. He needed 11, got 11 within the first 4 or 5 minutes of that game.
Get it out of the way early.
Yes, he did. He hits 1 of 2. So on the Continental Pirates scoreboard, 7-6, 3:37 to go. Coleman crosses timeline between his legs. Over to Army. Reed Warnament, welcome back to the lineup there, Reed. Checks in for the first time. Heffel to Coleman. Coleman to
Welcome
Warnament.
back, Reed.
It's got to be nice for the senior to come off the bench. Welcome back to practice. He's had two days of practice this week. So Scott Keck said he's going to get him some time, just didn't want to start him right now. Good start to Reed Warnament's senior stanza here. So Turnbull got it behind his back. 3-point shot from the wing. Rebound by Huff.
Another good defensive rebound.
Yes, Pirates are doing much better on the board, especially on the defensive end.
Well, just the defense overall has been much improved compared to the first night.
Yeah, the intensity is rather high. They come out, they were wanting to win tonight. Huff surveys the floor. He's got Bergman on him. Coleman, left-hand dribble. Gets his man in the air from the free throw line and finds the bottom of the net. 11-6 on the Pirates scoreboard. Turnbull crosses the timeline. Myers, guarded by Army. Over to Klilma. Into Turnbull. And high-low to Bergman. Fouled by Reed. That was probably the best thing Reed Warnament could do right there.
Yeah.
Is fouled him. At least it's not an and one. Reed's first foul of the game. Bergman up. Left it quite a bit short. Just barely grazed at the front of the iron. Looks like Reed
cramping up.
So Recker takes his place in the lineup. Bergman misses both of them. Rebound to Recker. Recker to Coleman. Coach Keck calls out fist. Coleman gets by his man. Pulls up. Money.
He's feeling it.
And Tony Terre says, I've seen enough with 1:50 to go. 13-6 on the Continental Pirates scoreboard.
You think he's going to remind his team that Mitchell's a pretty good player?
That would probably be, probably at the locker room, the pregame, he says, guys, we can't let 20 go off. And where are we at, Toby?
8 points already.
8 points, 4 2-pointers. So he's probably reminding them, guys, you might want to guard number 20. And likewise, Coach Keck said, boys, we're going to have to guard Turnbull. Yeah. And so far, they've done a nice job on Turnbull. They've held him to one single free throw.
Yeah, I mean, so far, opening 6 minutes of this, defense has been great. The intensity's been there. We moved the ball well on offense. Now challenges, we got to keep this up for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Recker, there we go.
Good decision by Recker. He didn't have numbers. Stopped right there. Got it off to Heffel, over to Coleman. Coleman to Army. Army to Heffel. Heffel to Coleman. Coleman for three off the front of the rim. Gets his own rebound. Drives. Finds Army. Army from 2-point land. Recker. Rebound.
Yes.
Oh, jump ball. Jump ball. That's all right.
What a strong play by Recker.
Yes, I'm surprised that he did not get a foul called. He was in his back, but the official said that there was some space in between them. So he's going jump ball. It's Pirate ball. Heffel inbound to Huff. Huff to Coleman. Coleman leaves it short. Tips back out to
Another
Huff.
offensive rebound.
Coleman to Heffel. Heffel back to Coleman. Coleman from three. Money.
There we go.
Mitchell Coleman says, let's go, fellas. We're up 10 now. Minute 02 to go.
Remember that cold start he had last week on Saturday?
Yeah.
It's out the window.
Yes. Yes. Turnbull. Guarded by Heffel. Turnbull. Errant pass over to Slattery. Slattery over to Balser. Balser. Back to Balser. 3-point. Stops the Pirates' run. 16-9. 33 to go in the first quarter. All the Pirates kind of went to the other end, and Mitchell's kind of taking care of business, but he can't take the ball out of bounds and bring it up. So he crosses the timeline. We're under 20. Coleman. Right hand dribble. Crosses over left hand. Back to the right. Heffel on the wing. Back to Coleman. Coleman. Dribbles. 6 to go. Coleman. To Army. I think they were keying on Coleman there. They come out on him. And Heffel could have had that three-pointer. Look for Army. Army was trying to find Coleman there, but errant pass tipped. So at the end of one, it's the Continental Pirates 16, the Hicksville Aces 9. As the first two nights, I'm going to go with that the Legion's got us on up there. We're thankful to the Continental American Legion for putting that game and supporting the Pirate boys. Give us a shout out. If you got my text me or text Coach Bidlack or just text the chat. We're gonna start the second quarter. We have Turnbull, Myers, Balser, Slattery, and Bergman. Balser over to Turnbull in the near corner, guarded by Heffel. Turnbull gets rid of it. Over to Myers. Myers, backdoor. Bergman to Turnbull. Turnbull just couldn't find the bottom of the net. He had a bad angle. So Coleman, he's going to bring it up over the timeline. Start the offense. Get it to Army. Army over to Heffel. Heffel, left-hand dribble, crossover. Handoff to Coleman. Coleman to Huff. Huff surveys. Oh,
nice.
Back cut right down the middle of the lane. Bryce Recker, 2 claps and says, let's go, gentlemen. 18-9. Pirates have doubled up the Aces. Bergman, guarded by Recker. Over to Slattery. Slattery, left-hand dribble. Bergman drives, spin move. Off the window. He went Timmy Duncan on the Pirates. 18-11. You really couldn't fault the defense on that one. I mean, you couldn't stop the spin move there.
Right, sometimes the offense is just too good.
You tip your hat and said, okay, let's go play offense, boys. Coleman over to Huff. Huff, guarded by Turnbull. He says spin move. He says, I will see your spin move, Mr. Bergman, and I will drop 2 to my own. Turnbull, across the timeline, between his legs. Over to Bergman. Bergman, down the middle of the lane. Finds Slattery in the corner. Slattery, guarded by Huff. Over to Turnbull. Good defense by Heffel.
Yeah, he's done a nice job on him so far in this contest.
Balser to Slattery. Back to Turnbull. Loses his handle. Slattery picks it up. Over to Myers. Myers guarded by Army. Skip pass to Balser. Balser to Bergman. Bergman for 3. With the hand in his face. Knocks down the 3. That's his second 3 of the night.
Andrew's doing a fantastic job defensively.
Yeah, Andrew definitely said, let me take the best defensive or best offensive guy. And he picked he's got Turnbull tonight. Heffel.
Yeah, heck of an assignment, but he's doing very well so far.
Doing very well. Huff drives off the side of the rim. Turnbull, rebound, wants to run. Heffel stopped him. Over to Myers. Myers guarded by Army. Got away with the travel. 2-point shot. That's the 3rd long-distance shot by Bergman. Luckily for the Pirates, his foot was on the line. 20-17, 5:05 to go. Army over to Recker. Recker skip pass over to Heffel. Heffel had to leap for that one. Now over to the general. Coleman, right-hand drive. Huff for 3. Huff gets it. Pirates back up by 7. That's what makes Mitchell so threatening on the offensive end, is he can score and he can dish.
Yeah, having the hot start that he's had here, obviously going to draw a lot of attention.
Huff
And
picks it off. Is he going to go all the way? Off the side of the rim. Good decision by Huff. Could have had a foul on Slattery. Greg Speece underneath said no. Huff, or Recker, guarded Bergman. Bergman, his first miss from distance, and Coach Keck says with 4:13 to go on the Continental Pirates scoreboard, he says, let's rest a little, boys. 23-16.
they just wanted to get him kind of refocused here. The first part of the second quarter, Hicksville's gotten a little momentum here, hit a couple shots, so let's refocus and let's finish this half strong.
Yeah, he saw something he didn't like. He said, let's just sit down. He said 60-second timeout, give his guys a break. And Toby, to be honest with you, the officiating crew hasn't had to do much tonight. 2 fouls against the Pirates. I think one on Heffel and one on Recker. Or no, one on Reed. Reed Warnament.
Reed and Heffel.
Reed and Heffel. And it looks like Reed is going to check back in for the Pirates, give big dog Bryce Recker a nice needed break. He's done a nice job on Bergman, had a hand in his face, but like you said, you got to give it to the offense when they just score over top of you. What do? You do the best you can and play defense, and if they beat you, hey, you live to fight another day.
Well, let's see what the Pirates do coming out of this timeout.
Got to go the length of the floor. Game reset. Army, Coleman, Heffel, Warnament, and Huff.
And when Reed came out there, he was cramping up a bit. They got him stretched out off the end of the bleachers there, and so hopefully he's good to go for a while now.
Hopefully somebody got him a little Gatorade. Army, over to Warnament. Warnament out to Heffel. Heffel left-hand dribble. Out by the volleyball line. Crosses over, finds Huff. Huff guarded by Turnbull. Huff wanting Heffel back. Heffel, left-hand dribble over to Coleman. Coleman over to Army. Army to Warnament. Warnament to Coleman. Coleman over. Tried to sneak a pass into the cutting Reed. Warnament didn't find it. Turnbull picked it off. Now he's got away with the travel. Count it. Turnbull's going to go to the line for an and one. That's Reed Warnament's second foul. Pirates third of the half. Hicksville has got a goose egg up there on the fouls. Turnbull eyes it, flies it. No good. Tipped by Slattery into Gavin Huff's hands. Gavin says, Mitchell Coleman, bring it up, set up the offense. Coleman crosses the timeline. Beats his man, finds Heffel. Heffel back to Coleman. Coleman finds Reed. Over to Huff. Long.
Good ball movement, got a good shot.
Look, that's Reed's third foul with 3:06 to go. Reed's going to have to come out.
He's going to have 3 minutes and 6 seconds to stretch now.
Yeah, yes, and we'll see him the third quarter. Coach Keck is not going to put him back in. Kick by Army.
Army knows how to kick the ball?
Yeah, he does. According to the PCL coaches, he said you do it the best of the PCL boys of the 2020 soccer season.
As good as about anybody in the region, I'll tell you.
Yes. Back to live action. We have Kilma. Over to Turnbull. Turnbull thinks about a three. Back to Kilma. Kilma spins. Over to Balser. Balser to Myers. Myers drives. Over to Slattery. Good ball movement by the Hicksville Aces. Trying to get Continental going side to side. And Ben Mock says, son, you took one too many steps.
Just continue to watch Andrew play defense on Turnbull. He's doing a fantastic job. He's all over him. Doing excellent as a defensive player, like myself. I love watching that.
Yeah, you always drew the assignment of whoever their best defensive player was. Coleman beats his man. Coleman gets it back from Army. Coleman's now guarded by Slattery. Army, one dribble over to Heffel. Heffel, right-hand dribble to Coleman. Coleman. Huff has it now. Huff.
Nice touch.
Off the back of the iron, 5 feet in the air, and finds the bottom of the net. 25-18, minute 56 to go. Slattery. Over to
been
Kilma.
out for a little bit here. I saw him getting his ankle taped up there, so.
Must have twisted it in the previous possession before he come out. Turnbull tries to spin.
What a good defensive effort there.
I think Army got his quick hands in there. So we have Coleman at the volleyball line. Crossover, over to Heffel. Heffel to Huff in the corner. Huff, right-hand dribble, gets it back to Coleman. Coleman guarded by Slattery. Right-hand dribble. Beats him all the way to the lane. A little bit of contact, but not enough, says Keaton Drunkenmiller. Balser, across the timeline, guarded by Coleman. Over to Slattery. Slattery to Kilma. Back to Turnbull, guarded by Heffel. Behind the back, Heffel. Wonderful job on the defensive end. Turnbull gets it back, gets around him. Coleman helps. Skip pass over to Kilma. No. Slattery. Spin move. Cut off by Recker. Myers in the lane. Gets it to go. You couldn't fault any of the Continental Pirates on their defensive effort on that possession. 35 to go here. Coach Keck puts up one finger, which means we're going to have one shot. Coleman crossing the timeline. 26 to go. Over to Heffel. Heffel back to Coleman. Coleman. Right, left-hand dribble. Pulls it back out. 16 to go. Between his legs. Right-hand dribble. Guarded by Balser. Coleman, left-hand dribble. Behind his back. Looks for a three. Over to Heffel for three. A little bit long. Put it up, Recker. Good. Pirates got a shot. They knew that they were going to key on Coleman. Coleman handed it off to Heffel. Heffel, he had a great look at it. But on the Continental Pirates scoreboard, we have the Pirates 25, the Hicksville Aces 20, 9:46 to go. We're going to have a halftime guest. He is also already in the booth with me tonight. My goal when we approached Mr. Stryker about doing play-by-play tonight, or prior to the season, I said I wanted to have some halftime guests. Last week we had Coach Stegbauer, the regional semifinalist soccer team. We're going to stay on the pitch tonight, and we're going to talk to Coach Bidlack. After his 18th year at the Continental program, he's been the only head coach. 200 wins, I think.
Just short.
Just short of 200 wins, all right. And 2 trips to the regionals. Coach, tell me a little bit about the season. How did it go? What were you pleased with? What were you disappointed with? And what are you looking forward to for next year?
Well, we certainly knew going into it that we had some huge shoes to fill with losing Katie Keller, who's Miss Athlete. She's currently at University of Findlay, track and field there, and Addie Army, fantastic all-around athlete, excellent basketball player. She's ROTC program at Cincinnati, and then Alex Heffel, who's playing at Ohio Northern soccer, who finished her career with 168 goals. Just a phenomenal, I believe it was 4th in the state, at least at the time that she was done. So, we had some huge shoes to fill, and then of course with the pandemic, it really hampered, everybody, but we really could have used the summer league to help kind of iron out some of the things. So we had a little bit of a rough start to the season, but things picked up. We had about the midway point, we had a meeting with the team after the season, and we all kind of agreed that the Archbold game was kind of the turning point for us. Even though we went up there and got stomped, it was just one of those games where just things that we had been working on in practice started to come together, at least in some form. And so we really felt like after that game that we played much better. Offensively, we had a struggle putting the ball in the back of the net. It seemed like we could do everything, get it right there, but we couldn't get it across that line, which at the end of the day, that's what counts when you're trying to decide who wins and loses the soccer game. So, I mean, record-wise, wasn't our best, but I certainly was impressed with how we never quit. My managers, it was towards the middle end of the season, and somebody brought up the fact that we had lost like a couple games, and my managers brought up and said, you'd never know it watching you guys practice. You would think that you're 12-0 or whatever we were at the time because of the intensity and the just what the girls brought every day, and that speaks volumes to how much we improved throughout the season. So I mean, as a coach, you start at a certain point, and by the end of the season, you got to be you want to be better, and we certainly did that this year, even though the record may not have shown it.
So, talk to me a little bit about your seniors. Who are you losing this year? And then what is exciting for you as a coach looking forward to next year? Who's going to be some returning key players for you? And also, as we know, like we talked to Coach Stegbauer, that he said, if a freshman gives us anything, that's just a plus. He never expects a freshman to give us anything out there on the field. But as the you had a bunch of freshmen contribute last year, this season, and what do you have as far as upcoming kids coming back?
Well, so first off, with the seniors that we lost, Maddie Burke, Shelby Collier, Trinity Croat, Sierra Salinas, and Hannah Soto, and all five of these girls, I love them to death. These girls are fantastic. Girls, we've had a relationship over these, not just the 4 years in high school. I've known these girls since 7th grade, or maybe a little bit even before that. It's just, all of them were managers for me in junior high, and so it's a real special bond I've had with this group. Maddie Burke is, our competitive fire leader. She was this past year. She's the one at practices really pushing, competing to try to win every single game. And so, of course, we're going to need at least one player, if not a collection of players, to help fill that void. Shelby was just, our leader, our calm.
She was your defensive anchor back there.
Yeah, and she's just that person that just seems to always stay cool under fire. And so, of course, we're going to miss her on the defensive end. That's a huge void that we got to figure out how to fill. You got Trinity Croat, who's been like a flank player for us, generally at the outside mid spot, and she's got moments there where she just is absolutely flying up and down the pitch, and so that's something we've got to figure out. And then Hannah Soto has been a staple on our defensive line for basically all 4 years. I know she played a little bit outside mid. I think it was her sophomore year, but she's been a constant back there, and she was an amazing free kick artist for us. She took basically all of our free kicks, so she was phenomenal. And then Sierra Salinas is maybe within the team, I think we understand her importance, just her toughness. She's that player that goes out there, and it's kind of our leader in the toughness category, and so those are 5 big shoes that we got to figure out how to fill. When you look at replacing that, I've got 12 excellent girls coming back. These are great girls. Jensen Army is returning. Should be a senior next year, and she's going to have to be someone that we look to a lot. She plays in the center of the field for us, and you mentioned about the freshman Destiny Peer, who also played center midfield with Jensen, and those two. Really, as the season came along, they really developed. Destiny had a great freshman year, really progressed, got more and more comfortable with what was asked of her, and so she's got potential to be a really special player.
That girl's motor just does not stop.
And just strong, fast, got good acceleration. You got to work on those foot skills. Man, she gets some of those things now. She can kick the ball a ton, and that's a huge thing for how we ask the girls to play. And so, I'm really excited there. Other juniors going to be rising seniors. Maddie Burkhart, backup goalie for us. Hopefully she can work in and get herself up there and push push to start that goalie spot, or at least get some playing time there. We got Caden Centers, who really came along this year. She really progressed. Her fitness is great. Her service, she's getting better and better, getting the cross off. And so hopefully we need her to be able to do that. We also need her to be a scoring threat. Mackenzie Mays, who has been a key player on defense this last year. We used her a little bit more of the attacking role, but I anticipate we'll have her back there on the defensive side of the ball. My sophomore going to be junior class here. We got, hopefully I don't miss anybody, but I got Marissa Beecher, Maya Bishop, Jensen Crow, Allie Scott, Bryn Tagenkamp, and those are five quality players that they're that's the one group right there, I guess, as a whole, is you're hoping that those girls really step into the elevate their game to that next level, because they can be the big key to how things play out over the next 2 years. And we already talked about Destiny Peer as a freshman, rising sophomore, phenomenal player. Tori Searfoss started at defense there. She's one that we're probably going to look to help fill in before we lose with Shelby. And then Caitlin Bidlack, my daughter, and she really progressed as the season went on. And so obviously, we're looking for those girls to step in and step up to bigger roles, and they all know that. It's not a secret.
Right.
There, so we got a couple. Peyton Stauffer looks like she's going to play this year, so that's
Good.
Really exciting. She played a couple years ago for us and was a great person to have on the team, and she's an excellent worker. So we're excited about her. And right now we know that it looks like Brittany Smith and Ashlyn Dungeon played this last year, 8th graders, and so anything we can get out of them is a bonus. I know Ashlyn scored a few goals for her junior high team, and Britton's she's got a spunk to her that I love. She came up in the summer and worked out with this some, before the season started, and she had she just has a go-getter attitude. So, as long as we have girls that can build off of that, willing to go after it, I'm confident we'll have a good season.
Awesome. As we're getting ready to go back to live action here at the Pirates with the Pirates ball, thank you, Coach Bidlack, for letting us know how the season is, and maybe we'll do some live if we can get this thing figured out for out there at the pitch at the stadium. That would be phenomenal to be able to call some soccer games next year. But real quick, 25-20, 8 minutes to go in this third quarter, and talk to me a little bit about the first half scoring, Toby.
First half scoring here, we had Gavin with 10, Mitchell had 11, 2 for Reed and 2 for Recker, for a total of 25.
And Huff starts it out in the second half, another 2 points, 27-20. I know Bergman was hot there in the first quarter. How did he finish up? And he's shooting for 3.
I'll make that 15.
15 points, 15 of the 23 for Bergman. And like you said, you saw him getting his ankle taped. He does look a little bit ginger on that left ankle.
Yes.
Who else scored for the Aces?
Turnbull was held to 3 points. 3 points for
Balser?
I'm sorry, and then 2 points for Myers.
And another 2 points for the Pirates. I looked down, Toby. I think that was Gavin Huff. We'll check with the scoreboard. Backdoor cut.
We lost track of him for a second.
We'll see if we can get somebody to look over at the scoreboard that's got all the information on it. We'll get you that updated, who had that last 2 points. But back to live action, Coleman. Coleman over to Heffel. Heffel looks to fly it. Coleman, back to Heffel. Looks like they're going to play a little game of catch. Over to Army. Army squares up. Triple threat position. Right hand dribble. Over to Heffel. Heffel, left hand dribble. Beats his man. Coleman drives baseline. All the way. Army skip pass to Heffel. Heffel gets by his man. Foul.
That's the first foul on Hicksville tonight.
Yeah. Hicksville, we can say this. They're not in foul trouble right now, Toby. That's their first foul of the game with 6:19 to go in the third quarter. That's foul number 1. And Aaron Kilma, a 6'2 sophomore, gets that. Coleman looks to go backdoor. Huff, 10-footer. leaves it a little bit short. Recker gets the rebound, goes back up. Too strong. Comes out of the pack, Myers. Myers over to Turnbull.
It was Huff that had that basket
Oh.
that we weren't sure on.
Coleman goes up to block it. Tony wanted goaltending. But as the officiating book says, as long as he makes a legitimate attempt to block that shot, he can slap the backboard. But you and I both know that I'm not sure if that was a legitimate attempt to block that shot. But it did not go in, and the Pirates have the ball. Coleman squares up. Right-hand dribble. One-handed pass over to Heffel in the wing. Lob to Recker. Nice. Recker finds the bottom of the net. Tony Terra is not real happy with Turnbull right now. Balser over to Slattery. Slattery stopped. Kilma gets away with another travel and another travel. Slattery gets stopped by Recker.
Andrew Heffel is not allowed to get tired tonight. He's doing a fantastic job.
And Huff blocks Kilma. Yes, if Andrew gets tired and, you know, looking at him on the soccer pitch, he'd never come out of the game. Well, except for when he got a yellow card.
Hopefully he avoids that tonight.
Yes, yes. Skip pass over to Huff. Huff left it short.
Oh, good hustle play.
Heffel. Coach Keck says, I want a timeout. He's going to go 30 seconds. 30-second timeout, 4:43 to go in the Continental Pirate scoreboard, 31-23.
You know, something to consider here is only 2 turnovers so far for the Pirates, 7 for Hicksville. So excellent job taking care of the basketball tonight.
And that's what leads to victories. W's in the win column, Toby, that once you take care of the ball, that's what happened when the Paulding Panthers come in here a week ago. Continental Pirates had, if I remember right, 15 turnovers, and Paulding had, I think, 9 or 10.
Yeah, I think it ended up being a little closer than that, but
the way the game started was not real pretty on the Continental Pirates taking care of the basketball. But it looks like Coach Keck stressed this week in practice, because Saturday night they came out and they still had a few turnovers, but not as many. But Temple Christian was a good win for the Pirates, but it wasn't the caliber of Paulding or Hicksville. But Coach Keck stressed in this week of practice, it looks like that, boys, we have to take care of the basketball, and we're going to be successful.
Bergman is out again.
Bergman's out. It looks like his ankle is going to keep him out a little bit. So Coleman, 15-footer. Rebound, Recker. Recker skies for that one. Finds Huff. Huff over to Heffel. Heffel flies. Air ball.
Oh, heads up play.
Nice play by the sophomore Ren Army.
Wow.
The little guy kind of got him behind Myers.
How about some credit here on these last 2 possessions? You know, Heffel, Bryce, and Ren, rebounds, keeping the ball alive.
Nope, he's going offensive. Yes, you could kind of see that from way up here at the Crow's Nest. Huff, it was a nice inbounds play, but he just dipped the shoulder just a little bit. And Greg Spieth says, not so fast, my friend. We're going the other way. Take the 2 points off the board, 31-23, 4:17 to go. Hicksville finds Slattery at the top of the key. Turnbull's got it, guarded by the one and only Andrew Heffel. Heffel gets his chest in front of him, forces a tough shot by Turnbull. Turnbull just cannot find the bottom of the net. All the credit goes to Andrew Heffel tonight on that stopping defense.
Another rebound for Recker.
Recker's playing very well. Huff. Heffel. Coleman. 18-foot jump shot. Money! Toby, when he elevates and can get his elbow under the ball, the ball just comes off of his fingertips just so sweet and so smooth.
Yes, yeah, he didn't have any points in the second quarter, but we'd like for him to heat back up.
Gavin Huff. And it looks like that is Boston Hoopman for the first time this year. Or this game. Well,
I guess it is
this year. He's going to go to the line, number 23. He is a 5'11" senior. And as Jim Heller There's a name from the past that we grew up listening to, Toby, when we were in grade school. Says the Tidy Bowl roll, but he didn't fall. Hootman eyes the second one. He gets that one to go for his first point. And Toby, we had Paulding here. There was a nice mullet on last Friday night. The guy's got a nice beard going for a senior.
Yeah, gotta give it to him.
Heffel in the corner. Dribbles out to the top of the key, finds Coleman. Coleman guarded by Balser. Over to Army. Army's guarded by Myers. Myers with a hand on him. Recker out top, guarded by Turnbull. To Coleman. Slip screen by Recker. Army gets him in the air. 15-foot jump shot rattles in. Pirates go up by their biggest margin of 11, 35-24. 2:45 to go in this third quarter. Slattery drives, gets cut off by Recker. Hootman spins over to Slattery. It's a 1-2 Slattery Hootman. Turnbull.
Wow.
That is what Turnbull. Toby, I've been officiating him for 4 years now, and watch the kid grow. And that is exactly what Landon Turnbull is about. You give him just an inch, that's all he needs. And you can see even the best defense by Andrew Heffel, he's still got a 3 to go.
Well, like I said, we're gonna live with this right now. We've held him to 6 points. He's a phenomenal scorer. Andrew's doing an incredible job. We're gonna ride him the rest of the way. I'm sure. I'm confident Andrew gonna do the best he can on him.
Oh yeah, Andrew's just knowing his mentality, watching him for the 3 years on the soccer pitch. The kid has no quit. He reminds me of the freshman you have on the team, Destiny Peer. The girl just has no quit in her, and it's got a motor that just doesn't end. And even though that she's playing basketball this winter, you helped talk her into it, and I've talked to her a little bit. And Toby, I tell you, we're going to turn that little girl that's a phenomenal soccer player. We're going to turn it into a basketball player.
Good athletes. You can't have enough of them.
No, you can't. Not in this small community. But when you find an athlete, you want them to play multiple sports just to kind of give their body a break from the repetitiveness and muscle memory. So here we go. Coleman out front, standing on the Pirate head, over to Army. Army looking for Recker inside. Huff looks to drive, gets stopped. Coleman, one dribble. Pulls up, and he hits the bottom of the net. Back to an 11-point lead by the Pirates. Myers crosses the timeline, guarded by Army. Got away with a carry. Myers finds it back in his hand. Left hand dribble. Balser for 3. No. And it looks like we could have had a foul, but
Going out of bounds.
we went out of bounds. Could have been Hicksville's second foul of the game. Myers looks to trigger it in. Finds Hootman. Hootman looks to. Turnbull flies it, leaves it short. Ball bounced around, comes out to Heffel. Or Huff. Huff to Coleman. Coleman feeling it. Rims out. Skies.
Rebound. Yes.
And one by the junior Gavin Huff. Toby, that's the highest I've seen him jump in 3 years. He got up for that rebound. I'm not sure if he can dunk or not, but the boy got up on that.
White men can jump.
Yeah, number 10 out there, Whiteman can jump. Mitchell Coleman's going to sit down. Wyatt Davis, a junior on the Pirates squad, checking in for the first time. That's a good substitution with a minute 33 to go with a 13-point lead. Give Coleman just a little bit extra breather. In and out by Huff.
And you and I know how Wyatt Davis can play, so this Hicksville's not getting a break on the offensive end.
No. That's Andrew Heff's foul. A blocking foul. Uh-oh, Coleman's coming right back in. I guess Coach Keck said, we just need to get him about a 5-second break.
Yeah.
That's as much defense as Heffel's played. That's only his second foul, so good job, Andrew. They're looking for Turnbull in the corner. Still guarded by Heffel. Over to Myers. Myers to Hootman. Hootman spins it. He's going to go to the line, Bryce Recker, with his second foul. Pirates got 4 fouls. Oh, I take that back. It's first foul. I thought he had one in the first half, Tobe. Must not have.
No, I didn't.
But Hootman misses off to the left. And coming in, senior Reed Warnament. Reed's got to be careful, Toby. He's got 3 fouls right now. Checking back in for the Hicksville Aces, number 3, Brody Balser. Checking out is junior Josh Myers. Hootman finds the bottom of the net on the second one. Looks like Hicksville's going to put up the pressure. Looks like a man-to-man trapping press. Coleman to Heffel. Heffel to Huff. Reed Warnament from the key says, settle down, boys. Minute to go. 40-28 Pirates. Coleman to Army. Back to Coleman. Coleman dribbles. Over to Heffel. Heffel back to Coleman. Coleman guarded. Puts it on the floor. Playing a little pitch and catch out around the perimeter. Heffel. Heffel wasn't paying attention. Luckily, he found the ball. Coleman back cuts. Flies it. Money! 30 seconds to go. Pirates by 15 on the Continental Pirates scoreboard. Turnbull. And yes, sir, Andrew Heffel. Slattery. Offensive foul. Good call, Greg Spees. Andrew Heffel stands there, takes the charge. Slattery, his foul. Third foul. His first of the game, third foul of the quarter. 17.8 to go. Pirates by 15. Toby, they're going to play for 1.
Yep.
Warnament. Into Coleman. Coleman says, cleared out, boys. I'm going to take it over the timeline. Picked up by Turnbull. Coleman just a little bit out of control. Leaves the Hicksville Aces 6.5 to go the length of the floor. They're going to look for Turnbull. Turnbull gets it, guarded by Army. Good defense. Heffel was right there. Tipped, block shot by Huff. Toby, these Continental Pirates have come to play tonight. We have 8 minutes to go. 43-28 on the Continental Pirates scoreboard. And while you're totaling up some numbers before we get to the fourth quarter, let's let the fans know what's coming up. Tomorrow's another big day here. The junior high boys are back on the road against SPPS. The junior high girls are on the road as well, Miller City. Both of those games are going to start at 10 a.m. And then the Continental Pirate boys are back in action tomorrow night for their first road game of 2021. They're going to take on the Lincoln View Lancers. Nothing on Monday night. Tuesday night, the varsity girls are going to welcome the Fairview Apaches in here. Continental varsity girls are looking for their first win of the season. Wednesday night, nothing. Thursday, junior high boys have a home game against Liberty Center. The varsity girls are on the road against Holgate. Friday night, the boys go on the road to take on the Apaches of Fairview. Saturday, December 12th, 9 a.m., the junior high boys are going to welcome the OE Titans of Ottawa Elementary in for a 9 o'clock tip. And the boys are going to be on the road again against the Apaches of Antwerp. That's going to be a tough one. The Archers, still have a Landers boy. So that'll be a tough test next weekend for the Continental Pirates.
Third quarter, we outscored Hicksville 18-8. So huge third quarter for us.
It's always nice when you can come out. It's going to stay with the Aces. Let me finish my thought, Toby. It's always nice to come out with the third quarter and extend that lead. It was 5 at halftime, and, you add it up. It's funny how that works. You add 10, they're up 15.
Yeah.
Still up 15, 7:43 to go. Myers is going to trigger it in for the Aces. Hootman, one dribble, picks it up, guarded by Warnament. Turnbull. Now, Turnbull's got Coleman on him. Travel. Yes, we called it from up here, Toby.
Heffel getting a much-needed break.
Yes.
I bet he gets maybe 30 more seconds.
And you know what, though? Turnbull says, oh, finally. Heffel's out. Oh, man, Coleman's coming in. He's got me now. That's not much of a break. Wyatt Davis crosses the timeline. Gets it out to Army. Army's looking for Coleman. Finds Coleman. Coleman, right-hand dribble. Over to Army. Back to Coleman. Coleman slices the double team. Finds Reed. Over to Davis. Davis out front. On top to Army. Army over to Coleman. Coleman. This is an odd matchup. Hoopman's got him. Huff. Looks like they're wanting to trap. Do a high ball trap.
We're doing an excellent job of spacing here.
Yeah, and
Scott didn't like something there.
No, he did not like it. He says 30 seconds, and you're right, Toby. It wasn't quite 30. It was more like 45 or 50. But Andrew Heffel has checked back in, and Turnbull says, really?
Yeah.
And the thing is, with the Bergman kid, Jackson Bergman, he's a junior. He's 6'6", so the Continental Pirates got one more year to deal with him. But he come out gangbusters. He's got 15 of their 28, but we haven't seen him since probably the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. He's been on the bench.
Yeah, he hit that three there early in the third quarter, and we saw him come down to this end of the floor, and he was favoring that ankle. He wasn't looking like he was putting a whole lot of weight on it or anything, and just watching him walk to the bench now, that left ankle, that's real tender.
Yeah, you can tell the disappointment on that kid's face. He wants to get out there and compete, as most high school kids do. So Heffel triggers it into Huff. Huff guarded by Hoopman. Yeah, just like saying the word Hoopman. Coleman's got it out top on the Pirate head. Over to Army. Army to Heffel. Finds Reed underneath. Army in the corner. Heffel looks to fly it. Over to Army.
Pretty much looks like layup or nothing right now.
That's what it looks like. Keck says 44. And Gavin just didn't finish his cut. Oh, nice defense. That's what happens when Army gets in his way. Slattery just confused him a little bit, drug his pivot foot. That's the 9th turnover to the Aces, and the Pirates have, does it look like 5, Toby?
Yeah, 5.
9-5. Very clean game so far. Heffel got a little sided. Is fouled by Hoopman. His short time on the court, he's got 2 fouls and 2 points, both coming from the free throw line. And still one of the nicest beards we've seen out of a senior this year.
Small sample size so far, though.
Small sample size, but still pretty good. Heffel to Army. Army guarded by Myers. Between the legs. Over to Heffel. Heffel beats his man. Warnament looks to shoot. Nope. Sets a screen for Coleman. Coleman guarded by Turnbull. Over to Huff. Huff to Army. Army to Heffel. Back to Army. Coleman. Double teamed to Army. Finds Reed. Wonderful ball movement by the Continental Pirates here.
Yep.
They're going to force the Hicksville Aces to come out and foul them. They're just, could have been an errant pass. Good thing Whiteman can jump. Army flies it from 3.
Oh, look at the rebound.
Offensive rebound by none other than Andrew Heffel. Army to Heffel. Heffel to Ornament. Back to Heffel. Out to Coleman. Reed.
There's the layup.
Oh, didn't get it to go. Took a little contact. Good look. Good pass by Coleman. Myers from long. One and done by the Pirates. We don't keep rebound stats up here, Toby. We've got enough going on. But Huff has played a heck of a game on the rebounding end. He's probably getting close to double digits if I'd have to guess.
Oh, yeah. And I'd say Record's got to be there, too.
Yes. And Record's coming back in for Warnament. Hoopman's going to check out. Coming back in is
your disappointment.
Yes. Number 1, Aaron Kluma. He's a sophomore. He's 6'2". Myers crosses the timeline, guarded by Army. Picks up his dribble. Finds Slattery. Turnbull from 25. And once again, falls into the waiting hands of Gavin Huff. One and done again for the Pirates. That's a key to victory. When you can hold them to one shot, that's a key to success. Heffel gets out of a triple team.
And also then be able to take care of the ball on offense like we've been doing here last few possessions.
Yes. Coach Keck wants them to spread the floor. Make them come out and guard you, fellas. Heffel goes to the line, draws a foul. That's going to be on Aaron Kluma, sophomore, 6'2", wearing number 1. Andrew Heffel, wonderful defensive end, but he had enough strength to get to the line. I think it's his first free throws of the night. Has he scored yet tonight, Toby?
Not yet. Not yet, but he's about ready to.
Pushes it to the rim.
On the second one.
It's always nice when you can hit the first, but knowing that you still have an opportunity for the second one, and you got to give it to Andrew. I mean, he looks tired out there with 3:59 to go, but he does find the bottom of the net. 44-28. 16-point lead for the Pirates. Slattery over to Turnbull. Turnbull forces a turnover by none other than Andrew Heffel is in his grill. Toby, check on Turnbull. How many points does Turnbull have?
6.
6. That is phenomenal. Uh-oh, Coleman.
And layup time.
Layup city by the Pirates. That's one way to get them to not press us anymore, is when you can break it and lay up with no more than 20 feet behind him. Pirates' biggest lead of the game. Slattery finds the bottom of the net, gets a little knock on the elbow. He's going to go to the line. Bucket's good. Foul on Recker. Recker hits him on the elbow. Coming in is Brandon Thornburg. He's a sophomore. He stands 5'11". I think that's the first time we've seen him tonight.
Yes.
The old-fashioned three-point play by Slattery, and he converts. Pirates lead down to 15, 3:29 to go. Toby, if we take care of the ball like we have been, we will probably go 2-1 on the season, but let's let the fat lady sing before we get there. Yeah. As Heffel crosses the timeline over to Army. Army guarded by Myers. Army close to the timeline. Finds Huff, back to Army. Army finds Coleman. Coleman over to Huff. Huff fouled by Thornburg for his first foul. Pirates are out of bounds. That is one more until the bonus. So if the Pirates are fouled, we're going to be shooting free throws for the rest of the game. 3:05 to go. 46-31 on the Continental Pirates scoreboard. Coleman crosses the timeline. Finds Recker. Recker finds Army. Army dribbles through 2 people. Finds Heffel. Heffel to Army. Scott Keck says, whoa, gentlemen. Let's let them come out and guard us. Don't get in a hurry. Coleman runs the offense. It's nice to have a 4-year general out there, Toby.
Yes. I know this isn't exciting to watch, but this is something as a coach, we've got to be able to take, value these possessions as we go down the stretch. We get in the league play here after Christmas and get in the tournament. Those possessions become even more valuable. Yep. And this is the time we got a chance to
on the floor. Heffel's on the floor. The ball's still loose. Heffel's getting a little excited. A little excited there. It's where somebody needs to step in and say, it's okay, Andrew. It's okay. That's Andrew's third foul of the night. Not too bad when he's guarding Turnbull. But ladies and gentlemen out there, Continental Pirate Land, as we have a sweat problem out there on the floor from about 6 or 8 bodies on the floor, I want to tell you a little bit about the Continental Pirates Blue and Gold Club. Support these student athletes out there with the as our second annual reverse raffle this year. It was COVID-esque, but it was still a good turnout. A lot of people bought tickets, and it's stuff to go for these Pirates. But the 50-50, you can buy them at Main Street Coffee, or get a hold of one of the Blue and Gold members. And this week's This week's winner is one of our 4 newly licensed drivers in the wonderful Continental proper. That'd be Reese Knowles. $60 to Miss Knowles. And a rebound by Slattery up for 2, 46-33. Toby, that's what happens when, people turn 16. They start taking driver's ed, and you got some license. We had 4 Continental Pirate kids pass their license today.
Yeah. Exciting day for those guys. Nervous day for their parents.
Well, nervous day for most of the community. We have Allie Scott, Reese, Knowles, one of our cheerleaders tonight, Madison Rail, and Boston Searfoss. Congratulations to those. I know it's an exciting time for them, not so much their parents. All right, timeout. Coach Keck says, let's settle down, boys. Let's not lose this 13-point lead. Minute 30 to go. 46-33 on the Continental Pirates scoreboard, and we are shooting free throws the rest of the way, Toby.
Yeah, but like I said, I think this is a great coaching moment there, Scott. They're just trying to Nathan talk to him here. How do we finish these games out? How do we close these games out? Because if we're going to do anything this year, we got to be able to win these games here.
Yes, this is what we call crunch time, with a minute 30 to go. And even though it's a 13-point lead right now, we're going to get into PCL play, like you said, and we got some stiff competition coming up with the Lincoln View Lancers, Fairview Apaches, and the next Saturday night. Antwerp Archers, had a nice run in tournament last year. We're going to have to learn that, even though that we got a 13-point lead, we might be in this situation with a 4-point lead with a minute 30 to go. We're going to have to know how to finish this contest.
Well, and this is where you lean on your leaders. You got Mitchell Coleman out there, 4-year player. You got Gavin, this is what, 3rd year. But all these guys, Ren, Andrew, Bryce, these guys have all been around. And Reed, who's on the bench right now, but these guys have played a lot of games together, and they've got to learn how to finish.
Yep, Coleman with a double team on him, hits a nice little 8-foot jump shot. 48-33, minute 20 to go. Balser brings it up, finds Slattery. Slattery turns. I think Recker got away with a foul there, but we're okay with it as Pirate fans, and Recker gets the rebound.
Turnbull is out of the game. I'd say he's done for the night.
Yeah, that's a good move by Tony Terre to say, I'm going to take my loss. I'm going to not get my star player injured. And Recker fires it all the way across court, Heffel to Huff. And we're probably going to see a game of pitch and catch. They're looking to foul, but not so fast, says the guys in stripes. Coleman out front, guarded by Slattery. Over to Heffel. Heffel guarded by Hootman.
There he is.
Oh, get it out of the corner, boys. That's a turnover. Not a good place to get the ball. Slattery. Thornburg for 3. Leaves it short. And Gavin.
48th rebound of the night.
Yes. And I think the Continental Pirates can feel the victory. Congratulations to the Continental Pirates and Scott Keck. What a way after the past 3 years, Toby, that the Continental Pirates have had a wonderful start to the season, and the Scott Keck era, 2-1 on the season. Congratulations to the Continental Pirates. 48-33 on the Continental Pirates scoreboard. And our principal gives the team some fist bumps and says, way to go, gentlemen. Come back out on the court as we get on our first bus ride tomorrow night over to Van Wert County, over to the wonderful town of Middle Point, Ohio, as Toby is tallying up our score here tonight. The thing that impressed me about the game here tonight, Toby, is the amount of turnovers that the Continental Pirates didn't have.
Oh, correct. Much cleaner game. Had a few there in the last quarter, but of course, we're trying to work on. Looked like we were trying to work on our possession there, being able to move the ball around. So you're going to make some mistakes in there, and those are good coaching points. Coach Keck can sit them down, look at the film, say, hey, how can we correct some of these problems? For example, they're late there. We got the ball in that corner, and we had that turnover. That's an excellent way to break down on film. Let's not get the ball there. If it does get there, we got to get it out right away.
Exactly. Some coaching points, like you said, boys. We played a heck of a game here tonight. It's just the little things that will make us that much better. As far as scoring for the Hicksville Aces, we have tonight in the scoring column, Myers finished with 2 points in the second quarter, and Balser hits a 3 in the first quarter, and the Pirates held him scoreless the rest of the game. Hoopman, 2 free throws. Turnbull, their 1,000-point scorer, he had 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and a 3-pointer in the third, and scoreless in the fourth. Heck of a job by Andrew Heffel, holding him to 6 points. Slattery, 5 points, all in the fourth stanza, and leading the way with 15 points is Jackson Bergman. As for the Continental Pirates, they had Andrew Heffel, 1 point, but that was even though he only had 1 point, that you didn't want him to score. If he didn't score, you were okay with that tonight because of the defense he put on Turnbull. 2 points for Reed Warnament, 2 points for Ren Army, 4 points for the senior Bryce Recker. And Gavin Huff was held scoreless in the fourth quarter, but he finished with 16. And game high goes to Mitchell Coleman, 23. You add it all up, Toby. The Pirates scores 48, and the Hicksville Aces 33. Nice 15-point win for the Continental Pirates.
Well, one thing I want to point out, if you want to try to pick out a most valuable player for the Pirates, good luck. Obviously, Coleman did a fantastic job, especially in the offensive end. Not just the 23 points, but just controlling the flow of the game, especially there in that last stanza. But at the same time, Gavin had 16 points. We didn't have the rebound totals, but I'd say he certainly had double digits. Bryce Recker, I'd say double digits in the rebound category. But then, like you said about Andrew, although he only scored 1 point, he held Turnbull to 6 points. So, what a great team effort. And I guess we didn't really talk a whole lot about him tonight, but Ren Army, excellent pressure defense. I mean, how would you like to be, the opponent's guard and have him on you all night in a clean game? I mean, he only had 2 points, only had the 1 foul. Excellent job, excellent defensive effort. You hold teams to 33 points, you should win most of your games, if not all of them.
Yes. And eventually, as this thing progresses, guys, maybe we'll get Coach Scott Keck up here after a Pirate victory. But recapping one more time on the Continental Pirates scoreboard, your Pirates 48, the visiting Hicksville Aces 33. They'll be back in action tomorrow night against Lincoln View at Lincoln View. For Toby Bidlack, I'm Josh Crossgrove. We will see you next time. That's the only one that's hot.